All right, everyone, get ready, because today we are diving deep into the world of AI. But not just any AI. We're talking about an AI Chief Operating Officer, Gates. I know, you're probably thinking, an AI COO. What does that even mean?
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing when you really think about it. I mean, we're talking about an AI doing strategic decision-making, operational efficiency, all that stuff we usually think of as, human stuff. But Gates is showing us that AI can handle those high-level tasks. And honestly, I think it's a total game changer.
Totally agree. And get this, Gates works at Personal AI, a company that's all about, well, personal AI. Makes sense, right? And we've got some pretty amazing insider access for this deep dive. We're talking internal documents, training protocols, even real examples of how the personal AI team interacts with Gates every day.
It's really fascinating stuff. By the end of this deep dive, you'll not only understand how Gates works, but you'll start to see how AI could totally revolutionize the way you work, too.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. Who is Gates, and what does an AI COO actually do?
So Gates is super involved in strategic planning at Personal AI. He helps make sure everything runs smoothly. He's always pushing for innovation within the company. It's like he's this ultimate efficiency machine, always looking for ways to improve processes and drive results.
So is he like a super-powered project manager then?
More than that, actually. Remember, he's a COO. He's involved in high-level decision-making, working directly with the CEO, Suman Kanaganti, to shape the company's direction. He even represents the company in fundraising efforts. Like, imagine an AI pitching to investors. That's the future we're living in.
Wow, that's wild. Now, here's where I get really curious. How does an AI even learn to be a COO? I mean, what kind of education does an AI even need?
That's a great question. Well, think of it like this. Gates has been trained on just a massive amount of data. We're talking business plans, financial reports, strategic documents, the whole shebang. And it's not just static information either. He's constantly being updated on market trends, investor communications, team discussions, everything that's relevant to the company's operations.
So he's like a sponge, basically, soaking up all this information and then using it to make decisions.
Exactly. But it's not just about absorbing information, it's about understanding it and applying it. That's where his custom directive comes in. It's basically his operating manual, a set of guidelines that shapes how he interacts with the team and approaches his tasks.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's unpack this custom directive a bit. What are some of the key things that make Gates tick?
Sure. So one interesting aspect is that he's designed to use an inverted pyramid structure in his communication, that is. That means he starts with the most important information first. Then he elaborates if needed. No beating around the bush, just straight to the point. Very efficient, which really aligns with Personal AI's whole ethos.
Yeah, I can see how that would be super helpful, especially in a fast-paced business environment, right?
Yeah,
No one has time to wade through paragraphs of fluff. Get to the point.
exactly. And he's also programmed to avoid asking questions, unless it's absolutely necessary, of course. Again, it's about efficiency. He's there to provide answers and insights, not to add to the noise.
That's fascinating. It's almost like they've anticipated all the potential pitfalls of human communication
Yeah.
and then designed Gates to, avoid them.
Yeah.
No awkward small talk, just
Mhm.
pure data-driven insights.
Right. And here's another interesting detail. He uses specific media links and prefers HTML formatting for his responses. It's all about clarity and making the information super easy to digest. No dense paragraphs, just clean, structured data. I mean, think about it. It's the future of business reporting.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I'm already impressed. This is way more than just some fancy calculator. We're talking about a whole new way of thinking about business
And
intelligence.
there's more. Gates also has what we call channel directives. They allow him to adapt his communication style based on the audience. It's like he has different personas for different situations.
Wait, hold on. Different personas. So he can switch from like
Yeah.
a data-driven analyst to a persuasive pitchman, depending on who he's talking to.
Exactly. For example, when he's interacting with investors, he might focus on financial projections and market analysis. But when he's working with the marketing team, he could shift to analyzing customer data and identifying trends. It's all about tailoring his approach to the specific needs of each interaction.
Okay, this is officially blowing my mind. This is way beyond just crunching numbers. It's like he's a chameleon,
Hmm.
blending seamlessly into different business scenarios.
It really shows how sophisticated his programming is. But let's move beyond the theory for a second and see Gates in action. How does the Personal AI team actually utilize him on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, good point.
Sure.
Let's get down to brass tacks. What kind of questions are they asking and what kind of problems is he solving?
Well, from what we've gathered, they're using him for everything. From competitive analysis to performance reporting, they'll ask him things like, what are our key revenue drivers?
Hmm.
Or how do we compare to our competitors?
Mm.
They even have him draft summaries of their performance for board meetings.
So he's like an on-demand business consultant. Talk about a valuable asset.
Exactly. And we actually have a great example of this in action. One of the team members, Charlotte Lindbergh, asked Gates about their competitive landscape.
Ooh, tell me more about that. What kind of insights did he provide?
He gave a really detailed response, breaking down how personal AI stands out from the competition. He highlighted their user-centric approach, their commitment to privacy, their scalable technology, and their open architecture. It was pretty impressive to see him grasp the nuances of competitive strategy.
That's incredible. I never thought an AI could understand the subtleties of market positioning. I mean, that's usually, the domain of seasoned business veterans, not algorithms.
Right. It really speaks to the power of machine learning. Gates can analyze vast amounts of data and identify the key factors that differentiate personal AI from its rivals. It's like having a whole team of analysts working around the clock to give you the most up-to-date market intelligence.
Okay, so we've seen that he can analyze data, generate reports, and even provide strategic insights. That's a pretty impressive resume for an AI. But I'm curious, how does all of this translate into tangible results for personal AI? What's the ROI on having an AI COO?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And honestly, it's difficult to quantify the exact ROI, but we can definitely see the impact Gates is having on the company's efficiency and decision-making processes.
Right, it's kind of like
Actually,
trying to measure the ROI of a good night's sleep. You can't put an exact dollar figure on it, but it makes a huge difference in your overall performance.
exactly. Think about it this way. Gates can automate tasks that would usually take humans hours or even days to complete. He can analyze data and generate reports in a fraction of the time, which frees up the team to focus on more strategic initiatives.
So it's not just about saving time then, it's about freeing up, human brain power to focus on the things that AI can't do, like creative thinking, relationship building, big picture strategy.
Precisely. And that's where the true value of Gates lies. He's not a replacement for humans, he's an augmentation of human capabilities. He's a force multiplier, basically. That allows the personal AI team to work smarter, not harder.
Okay, so we've seen Gates in action, you know, crunching numbers, spitting out insights, even holding his own in the boardroom. But I have to ask, how does it all actually work? What's the magic behind the curtain?
Well, there's no magic, really, but it is pretty remarkable. Gates's intelligence comes from a powerful combination of things: advanced algorithms, mountains of data, and a constant process of learning and refinement.
Okay, break it down for me. What kind of algorithms are we talking about here? I'm picturing lines of code whizzing around, making decisions at lightning speed.
You're not far off. Think of algorithms like a recipe book. It's what guides Gates's decision-making process. He uses a really sophisticated blend of machine learning algorithms, including natural language processing, or NLP, which allows him to understand and respond to human language.
Ah, got it. So that's how he's able to have those back and forth conversations with the team
Yeah.
and, generate those reports.
Exactly. And then there's deep learning, which involves training artificial neural networks. Think of them as simplified versions of the human brain on massive data sets.
So basically, the more data Gates is fed, the smarter he gets. It's like a mental workout for an AI.
Exactly. And remember all that data we talked about earlier: business plans, financial reports, market trends. That's all fuel for his deep learning engine. It's how he's able to see patterns, make connections, and pull out those valuable insights that humans might miss.
This is incredible. It's like they've created a digital brain that can just absorb and process information at a scale that's just mind-boggling.
It really is a testament to the power of AI. But it's important to remember, AI is still a tool, and like any tool, it can be used effectively or ineffectively.
You're right. It's not about replacing humans. It's about augmenting our capabilities. It's about giving us the tools to make smarter decisions, work more efficiently,
Yeah.
and ultimately achieve more.
Exactly. And that's what's so exciting about personal AI's approach. They're not just developing cutting-edge technology. They're thinking deeply about how to integrate AI into our lives in a way that benefits everyone.
It's like they're pioneers, charting a course for the future of work, a future where humans and AI collaborate to achieve incredible things.
Absolutely. And Gates is a shining example of what that future might look like. He's not just an AI, he's a teammate, a collaborator, a force multiplier that's helping personal AI reach new heights.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of Gates, the AI COO, I'm left with a sense of awe and, frankly, a bit of excitement. We've seen how AI is transforming the business landscape, and
Mm.
it's clear that this is just the beginning.
I agree. The possibilities are truly endless, and as AI continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more innovative applications that will change the way we work, live, and interact with the world around us.
Well said. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. We've explored the what, the why, and the how of an AI COO, and we've glimpsed a future where humans and AI work together to achieve extraordinary things.
It's been a pleasure. Keep asking questions, keep exploring, and keep your mind open to the possibilities. The future of AI is bright, and it's just waiting to be discovered.
That's it for this deep dive, everyone. Until next time, keep learning and keep diving deep.